That Guy Nation. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing fantastic, Anthony. Yes, it is. It's this time for This Guy, That Guy Nation. Hey, if you like it, subscribe to it. If you like what we're saying, make some comments. We're willing to talk about anything, and that's what This Guy, That Guy Nation is all about. Anthony, we had a great weekend of some baseball. You want to give us some highlights?
We did. It started on Friday night for myself and my family, but most importantly, it started for the Crow family. Their son was in district playoffs, and we had the opportunity to go watch the game with them on Friday evening and watch game 2. And they won that game, which was nice, which evened up the series at 1-1. They had the little bit of lightning storm when it was 1 out, top of 7, and they were home. And they wanted to continue the game the next day. A little weird to me, all because of the lightning, and we had a conversation about lightning in the neighborhood under 13 miles, I think.
Yeah.
Great game. They played well. They hit the ball well. They scored those runs. They ended up winning 8-2, which was nice. I think we from our neighborhoods was the bigger supporter for that neighborhood, which was nice. More of us, less of them.
I see.
And it worked out.
So fan base for them was high.
It was very high. Yes.
Oh, that is awesome.
An AstroTurf ballpark.
Oh, really?
Very nice. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So there it was. It was Friday night. It was nice. It was a nice win. They had to continue playing the next day on Saturday. They ended up losing the next game, which knocked them out of the bracket.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately for them, it was a good season for them, but.
So is that the furthest they've ever gone?
I think it's definitely the first they've gone in a long time.
Okay.
They beat all their rivals of Keller High, South Lake High, and all that, which was nice.
Central and all those guys.
They beat everybody to get there. A lot of seniors that year, so they lost a lot of players. But
we'll see what next year brings.
That's exciting.
That's what it's all about.
Then we got to play on Saturday. We had we had to have the last 2 games of the evening,
which was awesome. We started late in the day.
Yes, we did.
You know, it was a light rain. A light rain had started. We were waiting in between games, so it was a light rain. The commissioner for the field was wandering around with her umbrella, very concerned if they were going to be able to even pull off our first game.
Yes.
So that kind of it was kind of interesting watching pitchers. It became a pitching duel because of the wet ball.
Wet ball.
You know, so they were
a little tough. With a turf mound.
Yeah.
And you have to wear. You can't wear cleats on it.
No.
You
so it's turf shoes. Yeah.
So
a little bit different.
It's a little tougher for them.
Yeah.
A little tougher for the
first game. First game went well. They didn't pull it out in the end, but
yeah, we had a little bit of an incident of a youngin. Obviously he's 14, and he absolutely hit a nice ball over the fence.
Yep. Oh yeah.
But he acted a fool from the minute he left home. As he rounded every base, he acted a fool.
Yeah.
And obviously, he doesn't know the ins and outs or the unwritten rules of baseball.
Yeah.
And we were very professional about it the next time he came up the bat. Yeah. But he didn't feel that way.
No.
This was a game, I will tell you, this was a game in San Diego. He would have been drilled on the first pitch.
Yeah.
He was not drilled.
No.
He was pitched to just very carefully.
Yeah. And he was complaining.
He was the whole time. Every pitch.
He said that, they're trying to hit me, and that was the furthest from the truth. I think Parker handled himself really well up there on the mound, and it was he acted a fool, and he hit a little dinker into the infield, and the first baseman got the ball and had to dive to get him out, and he got him out, but
then he acted a fool again.
He acted a fool big time. He started throwing his helmet and acting all kinds of crazy, and it didn't end well for him. I think he was benched after that.
He was, and I was proud of that coach for taking that approach and understanding that wasn't the way to carry yourself in a game like that.
Yeah, and the coach did say, he said, that's not what we're about here.
Yeah.
He says, I'm embarrassed for my team, I'm embarrassed for myself, and it wasn't going to change the outcome.
It wasn't.
It wasn't going to change the outcome of the game or anything like that. He sat down, and I think they took him by 1 or something.
Yeah, I think the score ended up being 5-4 them.
Yeah.
We took the loss on that one, but I think we played good ball.
Yep.
Very tough situation. I would like to see it be better, a little cleaner. Had a few errors on the infield that could have been made, I thought.
Yeah. And I don't think it was the rain that in the wet field contributed a whole lot as far as the fielding was concerned. It slowed the ball down tremendously coming through the grass, but as far as the pitching end of it, keeping the ball dry, and those guys not used to handling it and pitching it that way, and they're gripping a lot harder, so everything was off a little bit. So I think that contributed a little bit to the wet, but the rest of it, and then the Great Lightning show started, and
we got I think we got a half an inning in on the next game, and they finally called it.
Yeah.
The night ended. It rained a lot that evening, which we didn't get to play.
It was a swimming pool. They went out and looked at the field the next day, and it's not going to happen. So
actually, our coach went there. No one else did, and no one else told the coach the game's being canceled. If our coach didn't go out there and look at the fields, take a picture,
we all would have been
send that to the tournament director, I don't think anybody would have known except they got out there and no one's playing ball and no umpires are out there. So the people hosting that tournament could have done better.
Yeah.
They did not do a good job, and I give them a poor grade for that.
Well, their communication wasn't the greatest, and we kind of moved around a little bit. So, but I think this Wednesday is going to be exciting because they do have a game on Wednesday. They're making up a game. They're actually making up a tournament, so it's going to be a 9-inning game on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and I know that. That guy's looking forward to it. He's excited. He thinks that they're going to come out strong and have a good show tomorrow night, which is exciting. Exciting, another day of baseball, and then we have a whole weekend
at Rocker B.
Yep, Rocker B is coming up, and we're excited about going over there, and they're excited about it being a motel stay, and I think they're all thinking it's like they're the big league.
That's right.
They've
vacation / baseball all weekend.
They hit the big time. They get to go stay in a motel and have a baseball weekend. And we drew a good, actually, I think it's a good, we play Friday night.
Yeah, we do.
And it's like an 8 o'clock game, which is awesome. And then we don't play again until 4 the next day on Saturday, which I think is great. They get to sleep in, they get to rest.
And they can go to the field early and then play around all the Rocker B stuff and enjoy that complex and get ready for their game in the evening time.
Yeah.
And
then I think Sunday it's bracket play and it's one and done if they're out, so they're out. But
see how far they want to go. Yep. This tournament is a drop 3 tournament, I think.
Mm-hmm. You are correct.
As well.
Why don't you explain a little bit of that? Maybe some people don't understand what a drop 3 is.
Drop 3 bat is, I would say, is the closest to wood bat as you can get with having a carbon fiber or anything like that.
Okay.
It's what they make all college players use. This is typically when you go to high school, you use a drop 3 and you carry that bat on. That will be your bat throughout.
Unless it loses its...
Yeah.
Got to lose the pop. If it loses the pop, you drop another $500-600.
That's it. Yeah,
it's always something. $500-600 here, $400 there, $300 here. Got to go to the tournament.
Get to go buy a credit app.
Yeah. The great thing about this last weekend's night, we didn't have to pay for parking.
We did. We didn't have to pay to get in the park either.
No, but we were thinking about getting our own labels. From Amazon, our own wristbands, and we were just going to go up there and sell them, and just to see just to see if someone would stop us.
Yeah.
You know, what are you selling? Well, we're not selling to get in. We're just selling paper wristbands.
Yeah.
You know?
Didn't know you can use it at the nightclub later. Maybe
Yeah.
you can go down to the stockyards, maybe get to a nightclub.
There you go. I mean, we had kicked that idea around, and you know, it was interesting in that the second game, and you know, you see frustration on players, but when you start seeing a lot of frustration on a coach, and their coach was pretty frustrated. I think just he had played earlier and they didn't perform real well.
He lost 17-2.
Yep. And then the second game, you know, that they just, I think they were already defeated in a way mentally. They came out there and you could see the coach. He was sitting on a 5-gallon pail and the fuse was lit. And he started losing his mind, and it just the littlest things were affecting him, and you could see it starting to affect his players. So there's a lot to be said for having that emotion, that control. It's a new game. Start fresh. I can't imagine being in that situation.
He's also a yeller and a screamer.
Yeah.
He's that type of coach, and he likes to yell at the kids as well when they mess up. So that carries on, and that can get a little excited.
Yeah.
He carries that over to yelling at the umpires. I thought the umpires were doing a great job again.
Yep.
So we had another class act crew of umpires, and I love reporting on that. I love reporting that. I think when we have good umpires.
Yep. And they didn't interject themselves.
Doing their best.
Yep.
Not trying to inject themselves.
They did not. They did. There was no interjecting anything that they were. They called a good game. It was a short game, the second one, but we got it in. I remember it was interesting when he came over and said, "How far out do you want the Lightning?" And it was at that point it was still like 10 miles out,
Sure.
and someone said, "Well, we want a mile," and I don't think it was less than 2 minutes after that was said, and the commissioner came over and said, "We're done." And it's like, all right, we'll move on. So that was a great weekend, great week coming up, great weekend coming up. Can't wait to do it. I hear we had a comment, and I want to since we're done talking baseball.
Well, we can be done talking baseball.
Okay, we're done talking baseball. I would like to talk a little bit about pizza. This was brought to my attention.
Pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Gotcha.
There was a comment made that I'm supposed to ask Anthony.
Gotcha.
I'm going to ask Anthony about pepperoni and having onions on his pizza.
No onions.
No, it said that you like onions.
No, I don't.
The rumor is that you like onions on your
I do
pizza.
not like that. I actually, the minute you said pizza, and I knew what you were talking about, and I think the story goes that I like to see my pepperonis on my pizza.
Okay.
I don't like it when they hide the pepperonis over a bevy of cheese. And that comment or that topic you're bringing up is coming from a guy from Chicago. And that,
well, I'm just saying he would know pizza.
he claims to do.
Well, he knows deep dish pizza.
It's his opinion. I gotcha. Now he says even if the pepperoni's buried somewhere in there, you have it. I like to every bite I take with a pizza, I like it to be a pepperoni.
Okay. Well, so do you like other vegetables like a Supreme?
No, I don't.
You don't like Supreme pizza?
No, I don't.
You don't like anything with like green peppers, olives?
No, I don't.
That's a good pizza.
No.
Now, if you put pineapple on it, I'm telling you right now, that's not.
I don't want that either.
But you don't like the Supreme. You don't like vegetables?
No.
Do you eat vegetables?
Absolutely. And
But you won't eat them on your pizza.
I love them on a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Oh.
No, pizza is pepperoni.
Well, I understand that, but you can put vegetables on it.
No.
Olives,
I don't want
anchovies.
If I want a salad, order a salad.
Anchovies.
No.
Seriously?
I want sushi, I'll go to a sushi restaurant.
Lord.
I'm having pizza.
So
It serves a purpose in life.
I understand
Well, it
that.
does. It serves a purpose in life.
We've already discussed this.
Fast-
Pizza is fun. It's Friday night fun. You can get us.
I have nothing planned. Hey, the go-to meal is pizza.
We're just going to have to agree to disagree on
And
this.
so will the guy from Chicago.
So if
He
anybody
knows better.
if anyone wants to comment on this, please do.
Yeah.
Because we did have one. I like the comment. It was perfect. It obviously got him fired up. All about his just having to have the right amount of pepperonis on it. Do you have a count? Do you have like what is it, 45 per medium?
Well, I don't
or
know.
Slice of
I think
pies.
It just has to be.
You have to see them.
Yeah,
So you could put the cheese down first and then put the pepperoni.
that's correct. That's how you make a pizza.
I don't know. I've never.
And the folks from Chicago, they put the pepperonis and the cheese on top of it, and they hide the pepperonis. I think what they're hiding the fact that they only give you 5 pepperonis.
So you think
That's
they're
what
cheating you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's what I think it is.
So you think in a deep dish pizza they're cheating you on the amount of pepperonis
Yes,
that you
because
get?
You can't count them. Can't see
No,
'em.
because it's a pizza pie. That thing's a couple inches thick.
Hey, they're not all of them are pizza pies. I mean, they still make a little.
A thin crust.
No. They're not crazy. They're not New York folks. Okay, they just make something smaller than a pizza pie.
Okay.
I mean, it's still thick.
Yeah.
But even on those ones,
You think they're ripping
don't-
you off?
You don't get to see the pepperonis.
So I wonder what the count is.
Yeah.
They have to count them.
Well, I'm sure they do for the inventory. Yeah. I'd like a piece of pepperoni on every bite,
Okay.
and I'd like for it not to be soggy.
So do you like
I like-
ham on your pizza?
Pepperoni. How many times am I going to explain this to you?
Well, there's other meat you can put on it. You
I
can
know.
put
Sausage.
sausage. You can put ham.
Hey, you go. Do you have all the?
Have
meat
you
want.
even ever had
Yes,
a pizza
I've tried.
all meaty?
I've tried every one, and the best is just pepperoni.
What kind of pepperoni? Is there different kinds of
I think
pepperoni?
there is.
There
You know,
is.
There's a pizza joint called Mountain Mike's. I've seen them in San Diego, but they're a chain, and I think they're bringing one to our neighborhood here.
Oh, really?
In a little while. It's a chain. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
franchise.
Wow.
It's called Mountain. Now they use the little pepperonis, like they're yay big,
Mhm.
and then they cup up. They make like a little cup when they.
Oh,
cook
really? And it holds the grease then.
That's very possible.
Well, I'm just
But
saying.
I think they're a little spicier than
Oh, okay.
than the normal pepperoni, and
Okay.
I like that.
You do.
Yeah, I like a little spice to it, but
All right.
you know,
I'll
so-
give it. So it's an Italian sausage.
maybe.
Okay.
I
Do you like the red pepper flakes to throw on there too?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you got to have the red
Yeah,
pepper
but-
flakes. Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Well, we agree on something.
Yeah, you
I'm
got it.
totally shocked. I'm surprised. I can't believe. Yeah, just that. Oh, I like the noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've concluded that you won't put ham on it.
No, sir, nothing. Pepperoni.
Just
cheese,
pepperoni.
the sauce.
Pepperoni and cheese.
And the dough. I don't know.
Okay. So do you like them? Do you like a wood fired, where it gets dark and crispy on the edge?
Those people make those fancy pizzas and they put like chicken on them and stuff like that. They never just will make you a pepperoni.
Oh, they won't.
No.
When you go to these places, it's like
Yeah.
it's got the white sauce.
Yeah, it's like for the hippies.
Yeah, that you know.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Then
There's
they
a
want to charge you $97.50
Yeah.
for a medium.
well, there's a place in Fort Worth that's called Mellow Mushrooms.
I've actually eaten there. They actually
It's-
have good pizza.
They do.
Yes,
I have to say that very, very good pizza. Lots of varieties. They can please anybody. And that's the thing.
I like their pizzas.
There's-
I like
there's-
the place.
Yep. And I think that it caters to everybody's need and everybody's want. They would even be able to get you a pizza
They would.
that's
They did.
just able to have a few pepperonis,
Gotcha.
some cheese,
Yep.
and
And I can see the pepperonis.
and you can see the pepperonis. I would like for anyone out there who makes pizzas, I'd like a count for how many pepperonis that you put on what size,
Good luck with that.
because I'd like somebody to comment on it. I'd like to know.
You know,
If we had a Jamie helping us out here,
you might Google it.
he could Google it and find out how many you put on there, but or how many different kinds there are. But this show here is kind of amateur hour, and we're just trying to figure it out.
That's it.
So if anybody else out there has a suggestion on the pizza, we'll move along to the next comment. What do you got next? I think I got a lot of comments on the Wranglers.
My new Wrangler jeans.
Yes.
Yes.
For the fluffy
with
people.
With the flex fit. Yes.
Well, flex fit
Man,
or elastic
that
or
elastic.
it doesn't have
Man.
does not have the buttons because those are for toddlers. We've established that. So that went over big.
I wore them all weekend, and I was comfortable. I even got to eat, and nothing. You know,
you didn't have to loosen your belt or anything.
Nope, it just flexed with it. It's a pretty thing, let me tell you.
I like
I'm
it.
telling you, they figured it out.
Well, I think that's great. They look good. They look comfortable, and we know the place that you went to get them. So I see that you're sporting a new outfit today.
Yeah, I got a new pair of pants this weekend. Actually, this just arrived today. I had to do a couple pairs. This was not a flex fit. These were called True Works.
Okay.
They're work pants, but the material is really, really thick and nice. Very comfy. Nice pockets. Good for the
good quality.
Good for the blue collar workers.
Okay.
If you work in the HVAC, the trades, this is a good pair of
They're durable pants.
I saw them on a guy doing some plumbing work at my building.
Okay. And you asked him where he got them?
I just actually.
Why didn't you ask him?
Because I just looked at I don't do that. I just looked at I saw the name.
So you're spying on him?
Yeah, that's what I did. So I saw the name. I wrote it down, and then when I went home, I Googled it.
All right.
And it came up. And I went to Amazon and found them on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And I put them in my cart.
Okay. And then you ordered them.
I did not order them then because I needed to talk to my wife to see what she thought the size I would need. Because she sizes me correct for different kinds of pants. Because everybody that makes pants nowadays all have it. No one knows what 38 means. They all have their own version of what 38 is. Hence why those flex pants work.
The fluffy pants.
Fluffy pants.
Okay. You don't be shy.
I'm not shy. So, but I wish that they would standardize what 38 inches is. I mean, it's very simple. Buy a tape measure. 38 inches is 38 inches. Just because you make one pair of pants a different way, the simple math of around the waist is 38.
Well, maybe they're taking them like a European.
They're not.
Europeans may have a different waist size.
I think they're trying to make people feel better about themselves and trying to make.
All right.
They give it a different number. You know what I mean?
So if you're fluffy, you need a little bit more.
Yeah.
If you're not so fluffy,
it doesn't.
And what about the in the calves and in the thighs? You know, pants. Some of them I just they say they're one size, they aren't, and I can't get one leg in there.
That's
what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. A 3830 is a 3830. I should be able to order that all day long and it come and fit me. But no, I ordered the 38 on these pants, and
you might need a 40.
And I was 2 inches shy of buttoning that sucker up. So now I gotta go to a 40.
So let's go back for 1 second. I want to go back. I want to talk about this guy that was leaning over with the plumber's crack, obviously, at your building.
Up.
All right.
And he wore a 34, 32. He was a skinny little fuck.
Well, the thing is, you didn't even have the courtesy to go ask the guy. No, you said you didn't ask him.
I did not.
So you stole his idea. You stole his pants from him.
I did.
By not even asking him.
You're right.
So, if someone saw you, and they saw your Wranglers, your fluffy Wranglers.
I put it out there for you all. I think.
But prior to this happening, if it would be someone stole it, you would say,
no.
They stole my idea.
No.
They stole my pants.
No.
Now, is this guy going to feel that way? Because the way you snuck in and treated him?
If you want to give me a second, I'll let you. I'll finish.
Okay, all right, I'll finish.
There was a completion to the story. So after I came home and I found them, and I obviously saw the price of them. The next day, he was actually at my building for a total of 3 days. But the next day, day 2, I went up there and said, Went online, found your pants. He's like, I know, huh? They're good.
Wasn't he
I
kind of
said-
creeped out by
No,
this?
he says they're good pants. He says they're the best. He said the only problem though, make sure when you order them, you understand that you can't wear cowboy boots with them because the bottoms
not a
aren't
boot
as
cut.
aren't wide enough, and they'll gather. He says so. I had to switch my work boots to a lace up. He says, but switching to a lace up boot for these pants was well worth it.
So why don't you just tuck them in? Tuck them in the cowboy boots.
Because we're not on the farm.
Well, just
I'm
saying.
not wrangling cattle.
I mean, you got these beautiful boots, right?
I
The
don't.
tops are beautiful on these boots, right?
I don't need you seeing the shaft.
So
I'm
you
good.
just tuck them in.
I'm good. I'm like, I just want you to see the bottoms of my laces. I'm
Okay.
good. Well, the bottom,
All right.
see my bottoms of my boots. I'm good.
All right. Well,
I'm not a shaft hunter.
Okay. Well, I've never heard it put that way. I've never ever heard that put that
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
But
I
okay, I'll give you that. So he wasn't offended by you stealing
He
his
was
pants.
not. He was like, I think you're gonna like them. I think they'll work for you. I think I agree with you. So I told him the story. He's like, yes. And then I asked him, is that how much you paid for them? He said, I know. Yes. I said,
Oh.
okay.
Were they more than $20?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
How many did you get?
Well, I got one pair.
Okay.
Uh,
And those are blue or black?
these are navy blue
Navy
because
blue.
because
Is that your color for your job?
for my job? Yeah, I have to
Okay.
wear this color.
Okay.
The good thing about it was, while I was in this process, my boss was telling me he doesn't like my current pants.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're like a Dickies.
Oh.
It's like they look unprofessional. They look
Oh.
baggy on you. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I
Well,
said-
you're in a pretty high end building. I
So he
understand.
says, I think you should go shopping for some new pants. I said, do you want me just to buy them and then expense them? He says, absolutely.
Oh,
I said,
nice.
well, funny you say that. Because I have a pair in my cart right now.
All right.
So-
So why didn't you go to your fancy store? You know, the one that you have the shopper.
They don't sell work pants.
Oh, they don't sell that kind of clothes
No.
there. A little more upscale is what you're saying.
Sure.
They don't cater to
No.
the blue collar guy.
No.
Okay, all
They
right.
cater to those white collar folks. So they
All
can't
right.
cater to.
All right, I understand.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
there
So I think that paints a whole new picture of stealing pants from another person. So
That's okay.
I want to thank you for.
Well,
I'm going to make sure that happens to you sometime, and I just want to see how you handle it.
well, I think pants are totally different than you're leaning towards the conversation of my shirt dilemma. So.
Well, not only your shirt dilemma.
They're sure but pants are a little different. Now, if I wore, I would never do this, but if I wore a pair of green pants out, and I was hanging out to the bar, and some clown walks in with the same color green, I'm out. Okay.
Or you're leaving.
Because that is different. Okay.
That
But,
makes you weird.
yeah.
Why is that weird? Green pants. He has green pants. You have green pants.
That's obscure.
You have blue. He's got blue.
No, this is a very normal color. Denim is a normal color. Those are everybody has that. When you buy a green pair of pants, you're thinking you're going to be one of the few knuckleheads in the world that have it. And so when there's another knucklehead that shows up, you don't want to have two knuckleheads in the same room.
Okay. So you would leave
I'm out. Either he's
right
leaving,
in the middle.
one of us is leaving,
Well, it looks.
and I can go ask him. You want to leave? I'm leaving. One of us got to go.
Huh.
And I'll go home and change and come back if it's a good night to hang out with folks. But so
Wow.
pants are totally different from the shirts.
Okay. All right.
Now,
Well, how about?
take my shirt I'm wearing now?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have this shirt,
No, I do not.
and we're sitting in the same room.
Yeah.
Now this shirt may look like polka dots, but it's not.
What is that?
They're little.
Is it little
Texas
trains?
State.
Oh, I thought they were little trains.
No, I'm not 5.
Well, I mean, they would go along with your little stretchy pants with the little button.
These are the state of Texas,
Oh yeah, I see that there
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
so a little different.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So where'd you get that?
Uh,
You can't tell me, huh?
Well, I can tell you.
I won't be able to ever get one.
Sure. It was a Facebook gimmick for a long time.
Oh,
The wife bought it for me.
oh, nice.
Because she liked it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, they ran out really quick, and then they had to
Oh,
restock.
okay. So yeah.
So
there's
there's a lot of them out there.
so the likelihood of you running into somebody is great, and the likelihood of me ever buying one is pretty slim.
Probably. But, so I have seen this before out in the public.
Oh, you have.
I wasn't wearing mine though.
Oh, all right.
But I said,
Good.
oh. And I went to nice shirt.
Oh, you did.
Absolutely.
So you didn't have any problem with going and commenting on a shirt, but you chickened out when it came down to asking some dude what kind of pants he's wearing.
I ain't chicken out. I don't need to ask him. I can see the freaking name. See the name right there?
Yeah. So did you take a picture of it, or you remember?
I remember.
How the hell can you remember? You
Wrote it
can't
down.
remember jack
Wrote it
shit.
down. I said, I'll be back. I gotta leave. Went to my office, wrote the name down, came back up. It's very simple. I'm telling you. So,
Okay, so we'll move on.
yeah, we can go. So Sunday, we
Yeah.
had Sunday. You know, we said we didn't have
There was no
baseball.
games. No,
You know, I had the opportunity to go to church in the morning. You went to breakfast.
I did.
Um,
I took my guy to breakfast. Yeah.
Congratulations. Church was good.
Yeah.
So I went to church, and then we came home, and the wife and I went out to South Lake
Okay.
and go to a few stores.
Yeah. You went shopping.
We went shopping. We first went to the Apple store. I was looking for something that I needed, and I tried to get, and then we just were shopping there. We didn't end up buying anything, but the brand new Tacova store is right there.
I heard about this.
The new upcoming boot in the world.
Yep.
That's all the rage, and
Yep.
they put a store in the Stockyards, and now they put one in South Lake. It's nice.
Yeah.
I have actually all my boots are Lucchese,
Uh-huh.
but
I thought you had some other kind. Your work ones or area there.
My work one is I have Lucchese work boots.
Oh,
but
you
I
do.
do have my oldest pair was a Justin pair of work
Oh,
boots.
Justin's okay.
But
So did you purchase boots while you were there? Is what you're telling me?
yeah, I did because since my accident, this leg is still a different size.
Oh God.
So,
So do you buy? How you do that? You buy one size for one foot and then another size for the other foot.
that's been my dilemma, and that's why I've struggled with buying new boots.
That's
But-
how do you go into a store and say, "Hey, this is an 8 or an 11, and the other side's a 12."
Yeah,
That's called freak.
yeah.
That's called a circus.
You're right.
That's called a clown show.
You're right.
So
But-
this peg leg won't fit in
Yeah.
any normal boot.
Right. So I was like, man, how is this going to work out for me? I don't know. Let's just test it out. Let's take it out for a test run.
Oh, okay.
They're very nice. You
Yeah.
walk in. Do you want a drink? They,
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
they'll give you anything.
Oh, yeah. As long as you're buying what they got on the shelf.
No, you can just sit down, try them on, and they'll still give you a drink. And
Oh,
they'll
okay.
buy anything. They have bourbon. They have everything.
Oh, no
Whiskey.
way.
They have
Yeah.
vodka. They can have beer.
They get you
Yeah.
have a little drinky, and then you open up your
Right.
wallet and you buy
So,
something.
I declined on the drink. I told the young lady my dilemma and where I'm at. So
And did she laugh?
no, she did not laugh. She said, "Oh,
That's common.
She says, "Why don't we just try them on? And we might have to try on 5 different pairs. That's okay. Let's just try them on. Let's see. Maybe one pair will work." So they had a work boot there, and I wanted an everyday boot.
Okay.
Is what I wanted. I wanted the everyday boot. So I tried the work boot on, and I tried my normal size.
Okay.
It did not even go on.
Really?
Not even close. Wow. She was so kind to say, "Well, we make this boot in a wide."
Oh.
Same thing, but wide.
Okay.
Perfect. Let's try it on. Get it? Slides right on.
Really?
Right? Slides on both feet. It's actually working.
So you don't have to put newspapers or anything down on the other side because it would be loose, slopping around in there.
And then I was like, okay, it's a boot, so you have to, there's a process for boots. You have to break them in or
Sure.
something like that. There was a couple of spots that I was concerned about, so we went up a half size.
Okay.
And that ended up fitting both feet perfect with the right amount of lift and everything.
No way. Okay.
Yeah. And
So are they fancy color?
no.
You didn't get them like with gold stitching or
No.
the tops?
The shaft is blue. I know you're a shaft hunter. So, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if you want to show off the top, you can tuck them in.
I don't. I want to
You want to just be obscure. You don't want
Sure.
anyone to know.
enjoy my toes.
Just square toe, brown boot.
So, I got that.
So, do they come with a rubber bottom?
That was the rubber bottom, yeah.
Okay,
Which
because
was
you know
nice.
it's slippery. You know.
Well, that's why that's an everyday boot. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay. So you bought a pair of those
I bought a pair of those.
for every day.
for every day.
Good for you.
So,
And you, how many did you have to try on?
4.
Oh, so basically, she would be a personal shopper at this point
She could be.
because she had to get you more than one.
Sure.
Is there a rule with that?
No.
If you have to get more than one, now obviously she's catering, right?
Yeah, she's. That's what I'm assuming that's their job. That's
They're
what they say.
catering. They're
Because trust
catering
me,
to you.
The clown next to me, he had like 6 pair of boots out.
Okay, so they're catering to you.
Yeah, and that's
So-
why they're giving you a drink and.
Well, yeah, so they can be technically your personal shopper. So now you can officially say you got a personal shopper.
At Tacoma's.
There it is.
And she says, if you want us to clean your boots, if you want us to, polish them for you,
Uh-huh.
just come in and we'll take care of you.
Really?
She says, and we do. What do you call that when they burn something into?
Oh, they'll brand it?
They'll brand your boots. They can put your initials on it or whatever.
Oh.
And she goes, you don't have to decide today. Come back later. We'll brand it for you.
You can put anything on there you want.
You can brand the shaft handles.
Really?
Yeah.
You put your initials in
The
there?
initials on it. Yeah. She says.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that
I
was-
didn't
it was. So-
yeah. See, I'm a Birkenstock guy.
I know.
You know,
Unfortunately.
Well, I like the Birkenstock. I mean, I haven't yet gone to the boot side. I've been in Texas all this time, and I like the Birkenstocks. I don't know what it is. Boots hurt my feet, and
Because you don't know how to buy them.
well, I don't. Obviously, I don't have. I have no clue.
You feel free to walk in a store and talk to a young lady, a young man, and they'll help you buy them.
Yeah.
They'll make sure. No, you cannot go buy a pair of boots for $100 and expect them not to hurt your feet.
Oh, okay.
Crappy price, crappy boot. Just so you know.
So I can't just walk down to the local Walmart here
No.
and get a nice pair of boots.
You-
That ain't gonna happen.
It's gonna hurt your feet.
It's gonna hurt my feet.
It's
Okay.
it's no different with every other shoe. I'm pretty sure there's a freaking knockoff brand of Birkenstocks, but they're not the same. Not that I would know. Not that I even give a shit. But
I just
saying.
I don't know. Have you ever tried a pair of Birkenstocks on?
I don't like the way they look. I'm not trying them on.
Why? What's wrong with the look?
I'm not Jesus. First of all,
You don't have to be
the
Jesus.
same shoes he wore.
It is not.
Yes.
No, they're
This
not
is a
even
little more
near.
primitive. The same shoe.
Well, if I'm going to walk in someone's footsteps, I'm going to walk in his.
Jeez, here we go.
Well, I'm just saying, they're comfortable. They're cork.
Sure.
They're cork. They warm up to your feet and they mold to your foot. Boom. Best shoes ever. All summer. Now, I don't wear them in the winter with socks because I find that to be a little odd.
That's odd.
Yeah, I won't do.
That's the deal breaker.
Yeah, I won't do that. I got to draw the line. I just can't do that. It just makes me feel weird. I don't want to do that, and I would just rather have my hairy toes hanging out at the end of my sandals.
And you don't think by doing that
Uh-huh.
that those things don't end up stinking?
The shoes?
Yes.
Oh, no.
First of all, they're not shoes. So stop saying that. They're not shoes.
Okay, well,
There's no way in hell they sell that in a department with the word of a shoe. And it's going to be in the sandal department.
Oh, no, it's in the shoe.
Flip flop
It's in the shoe.
department.
It's in the shoe stuff.
It is absolutely. That's a freaking sandal.
well, it is.
And it could be literally in the section of loony bin too, if you want. But it is not a shoe.
Well, they sell them in the shoe area. And a lot of places are selling them now. That's the thing.
They sell my knives in the gun shop, in the gun area too.
Well-
My knife is in a gun.
Okay. I think, you know, I if I'm not mistaken, I think Cabela's even has a Birkenstock.
No.
Yeah, I actually was at Cabela's the other day, and I was looking around.
Jeez Louise. They actually have them in stock?
Yeah, they have them there.
Yeah, they're freaking
So
selling.
they have the one with the toe cover, and you know you slide
Oh,
your foot
jeez.
in, and then they got the ones I like, you know, the Jesus ones, and then they have a rubber one too that you can wear. You can wear.
Come on.
So, but you got to treat the cork. Did you know that?
No.
You got to season. You got to season the cork, okay? Because it'll crack. You're still coughing. See, I'm telling you, it's the Sensi you use.
No, it's not. I'm not using any Sensi.
We're not even going there. I'm not even going to go there.
Fine.
But I'm going to tell you
That's
straight
down
up.
to you wearing cork shoes.
Yeah.
And you're proud of it, and that you know.
Yeah, you got to put. You got to
First
put.
of all, stop calling it a shoe. It's not a shoe. It's a sandal.
Okay, all right. So I'll say, the sandal.
thank
The
you.
sandal. You
Thank you.
have to treat the cork so it doesn't dry out.
So we just go dunking in some specialized chemical.
No, it's got this.
Oh, we gotta spray.
No. It's like a deodorant stick. You rub it on there. You got to put it on there.
Gillette.
Yeah, and you know the neat thing about these sandals, okay, you can have them recorked and resold, okay. So when the bottom finally wears out,
Yeah.
you just take them in, say I want new cork, I want new sole, and they do it, and you don't have to break in the leather or anything like that ever.
For a fee.
Yeah, it's going to cost you, but not as much as a new pair.
Gotcha.
Just like if you bought your boots and you wore out the bottom of the boot, right?
Yeah.
And you're not going to just throw your boots away. You'd go get them resold, right?
I think the
It's the same thing right there with the Birkenstock.
Here we go. I take my boot to a cobbler. Where do you take your Jesus sandals to?
I would
To
take,
the local hobo?
no. There's actually
Okay.
there's actually stores that do this.
There's a store that says, "Bring your Jesus sandals
Yeah.
here.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah, there's one.
can
In,
recork it."
yeah, it's in Fort Worth.
Is it next to a winery?
Matter of fact, there is.
Oh,
there
here we
is.
go.
There is actually. There's a wine shop there, and
What a shocker!
yeah.
Yeah,
and-
you can't make this shit up.
no, there is. It's in Fort Worth on over there by the museum district is where it's at. So, and they're a nice shop. I mean, they've kind of popped up all around now. But where I went was there. So
Congratulations.
yeah, that's of course. But you got to treat because I actually had a pair that cracked, and I had to have them resold.
Yeah.
So I had to dig them in and put new cork on them.
Yeah.
But I've had them, for years. I mean,
I bet you have.
Probably
Yeah.
20 years. I have the same pair.
Yeah.
I've just had them
And I
resold.
bet you if you wore them as socks, they wouldn't get as damaged. Your sweaty, nasty.
Yeah,
feet
well,
wouldn't
the
be
socks
sweating on them.
socks would get filthy.
The socks.
Yeah, socks get filthy
So
with it.
you just buy more than one pair for when
Well,
you wear your Jesus sandals.
Well, I can just wash my feet. I don't have to wash the sock.
But then your nasty feet sweat ruins the cork.
Well, you treat it. If you treat it, it'll be fine. So it's
So you treat it; it will last forever.
Mhm.
We can be in 2050.
well,
and
it
the
might.
same-
If you walk a lot like I do, they'll wear out. You'll have to retread them.
Gotcha.
So you get a new tread.
And you walk a lot.
I do.
When do you walk a lot?
I walk all the time. I do. I walk every day. I walk the dog every morning.
Yeah, I know you do.
I walk him every morning. I wear my Jesus shoes when I'm out walking the
Oh
dog.
no, stop it! You do not.
I do every morning.
You did not wear your Jesus shoes this
Yeah.
week when you're walking that dog.
Yeah, every
It
morning.
was raining,
I wear them every morning.
and you're out there clip clop, clip clop,
Yep.
clip clop,
Yep.
clip clop.
Yep, barefoot. 5:30 a.m. every morning. Click, 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 all the way around, 1 mile.
Holy cow!
Yep, come back and wipe my feet off just like I wipe the dog's feet off, and socks on, and I'm off to work.
And on that note,
Well, I didn't say it's normal. If anyone out there likes Birkenstocks, please comment
stop
on
it.
this
Please.
because I got to tell you, this guy
I don't even want to know.
He doesn't know. He's not. I'm surprised with you from being the part of the country that you're from. That was probably what they wore all the time. I bet you
No.
probably had a pair.
They wear like reef flip flops.
I don't even know what that is. Is that the flip flop?
It's a
got
thong.
the thing. It's got the thing that goes between your toes.
Yeah,
That'll hurt.
No, it doesn't.
I don't like
That's
that.
normal.
That's painful.
No.
No, why would you want that flossing between your toes?
Well, it helps you walk.
No. No.
No.
You just got the strap over the
Listen.
top or across the back and you go.
No.
This thing is sliding your foot in there with a piece of floss. What if you had webbed feet? You can't wear them.
Well, first of all, if you had wet feet, you shouldn't wear anything.
If you had webbed toes,
Just walk around barefoot.
if you had webbed toes, you can't wear a flip flop.
You're right.
That's cruel. With a Birkenstock, anybody can wear them. Even a peg leg guy like you.
I don't want to wear them.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're going to end. So anybody out there want to comment on this, we would appreciate hearing back from you. It's This Guy, That Guy Nation. Please subscribe, like, let us know what you think.
And share it.
And
share with
share
your friends.
Yeah, let them know how
Good
crazy.
humor. It's the best.
Good night.
Good night.